What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Doobie Den, and tonight it is Friday night, so you know what that means. It's another edition of Rev X's Wrestling Review, brought to you by yours truly, Buddha Fire, my co-host MJ Hat. And man,
what's up, y'all?
Raw was great. SmackDown was not great until the end.
You know, that's about my my experience as well, man. I honestly had a real hard time getting behind anything that was going on SmackDown tonight. It was just so slow up until that last segment. Up until that last segment. That's where the fire is. Lots to discuss, lots to talk about. Let me turn you up a little bit because I think your volume's a little low. I know this one's going crazy behind me because it sees that buddy? I'm on the camera.
Bacon Fish Siggy, so, how y'all doing, guys? I see y'all in the chat.
Say hi. Yeah, okay.
Yes, Dark Tree, you're absolutely right. Lackluster till the end, and we will definitely get into that later on in the show.
All right, get down. Get down. Go get your tablet. Okay, so let's start this off with a bang, right? Tonight, well, let's start with Monday, rather. Adam Pearce opened the show, says that he needs to talk to Seth freaking Rollins. Here, come here. Come here. Come here. You're killing me. Go on. Go on. He about took my hat and everything. Did y'all see that? About 20 masked men come out with Rollins. He's on the announce table. He gets into the ring. Pierce tells him it needs to stop because he's not medically cleared and the Vision are going to catch up with him, which is true. But before he says that, he goes, I didn't need none of that. None of what you're doing. None of your circle jerk. Circle jerk dance, I believe, is the term I seen online. Yeah. Thank you, Ollie Davis, for that.
That's accurate.
So, man, let me stop right here for just a second before we get to the Vision coming out. This whole segment with Seth, I don't remember him saying a word, not a single word.
He didn't. He didn't have
to. No. Pierce did it all for him, man.
Yeah.
And that kind of just sums it up, right?
Right.
So, Logan Paul and Austin Theory make their way out. They have a bullet with Rollins' name on it. They get into the ring, and then the circle jerk begins again. And yes, that's what I'm going to call it. Every time it happens, it's called the circle jerk. They all blend together, and, I could keep track of which one was Seth until the camera angle changed.
Yep.
Once the camera angle changed, I could no longer tell who was who. But LA Knight then comes out and starts whooping on the Vision before the numbers game catches up, which brings the Usos to the ring to clear the Vision. Jay then has them run it back as they celebrate. So this opening segment, what was your initial thoughts?
Well, the circle jerk was needed, not needed whatsoever.
Not even a little.
I like the reasoning for it, and that was to throw the Vision off so they didn't know which was him, so they couldn't attack. But I felt as though we didn't need it in and out of the ring. Like
RSDJ, welcome in. Good to see you.
What's up, buddy? Actually, speaking of chat, see, here's your vape break. We are on pink and blue tonight. So
fair. Did he do a
cheers?
He did do a vape break. I didn't see it.
Dark Tree, absolutely right. Unneeded. LA Knight coming out, beating on him a little bit. That's understandable. And I don't know about you, but I feel as though the Usos and the Vision are going to run it at Mania for the tag titles.
Probably. Big echo. Okay, thank you, Omega J. Why? Why is there big echo?
Because you
from me?
Or for me?
Yeah, big echo from me?
Both.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah. Shouldn't be any echo because I've got you muted.
Omega J, you got me on 2 tabs. You got Buddha open and me open, maybe?
Just a question. Dark Tree says he's hearing us just fine, both of us. 1 second delay after you're done speaking, then it repeats. So
Discord's muted, bro.
Yeah, Discord's muted.
I'm only showing one audio line.
Say something.
Something?
Yeah, I'm just.
Those are on my channel, not yours. I don't understand.
I'm looking at my audio to make sure it wasn't me, but it shows up just fine for me.
1 2 1 2.
Huh.
Hold on.
Weird.
Maybe. Let me check something. Maybe it changed my microphone. Hold on. Video broadcast. So no. Shouldn't. Audio. No, it's my microphone. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, he said it might be him. He's going to reset.
Okay. All right.
Dark Tree says we sound 5-5 to him. So, okay, that's...
Thank you, Dark Tree.
Omega, thank you for the echo, and Dark Tree, thanks for letting us know, man.
Yeah, if we sound bad, please don't ever hesitate. Let us know that there's some audio issues, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree though, man. This whole segment, I don't think it was needed. Seth could have just came out. Like she
Uh-huh.
really could have just came out. Retro, thank you for the streak. I appreciate that. Um, let's get on with the show here. Backstage interview with the Usos, who say that everyone who needs to be got will be got. They get asked about if they have anything to say to CM Punk, and Jimmy is actually the one to go, "Yeah, we got something to say, don't we, bro?" Jay was ready to leave. He was not mad at this point. I want to point that out for what's coming down the road. He was very tranquil and trying to get out, which is fine. Which is fine. Um, After that, we found out we were going into the gauntlet match, which Buddha took the liberty here, and I've got to say that I don't like it, but whatever, we're going to roll with it. Matches 1 through 6. Um, we started off with Lyra Valkyria versus Io Sky. It was very solid as the opener to the gauntlet. Lyra controlled most of the match, but Io was just too quick and hits the over the moonsault for the win, um, which then brought out Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel started out strong, but Io gains the upper hand. Io goes for the moonsault, and Liv Morgan tries to interfere, but is stopped by Stephanie Vaquer. Io rolls up Raquel for the victory, but Raquel destroys her after the match, leaving her for Miss Ivy Nile as match 3 begins here. Uh, Ivy Nile immediately throws Io into the ring and rolls her up. And poor Ivy Nile, this is the only pin she's ever going to get over a former world champion.
Right.
I have to throw that in there. Ivy Nile moves on the gauntlet. Io is eliminated. Next out was Bailey. Bailey comes in strong, and Ivy actually dominates most of the match. Bailey finally gets the upper hand and hits the Bailey to Bailey for the win. Then is the real match, the real meat and potatoes here. This was Bailey taking on Asuka. This is the final part of the gauntlet match. These two women put on a clinic with a lot of good moves and great transitioning. Asuka still looks strong as a singles competitor, but her and Kyrie need to be done. Kyrie tries to interfere, but Lyra Valkyria comes back down to the ring to make the save. While this is going on, Bailey hits the rose plant on Asuka to get the victory, and now is scheduled to face Jay Lee next week for the Intercontinental Championship. Since that match is next week on Raw, I have to wonder. I thought we were going for the Mania title,
Me too.
not for just a regular title shot. AJ Lee isn't going to make Mania,
No, she'll make Mania.
or she retains against Bailey, which would blow my mind, just really. Those are your only two options. What did you think of the gauntlet match?
You know, there was Ivy Nile got a really good showing out of this. Same with Io Sky actually.
Sure.
I think Bailey was I think hands down we all thought that Bailey was going to win. So no surprise there. The fact that Lyra came down to make the save on her makes me think she might screw Bailey next week, and that's how AJ retains.
Possibly.
Um,
Possibly. Dark Tree also says that she will retain in chat, so
right on.
that's a very valid point there, Dark Tree. I agree. I think this is it's fledgling into a storyline, but it's in the very early beginnings of it.
Mhm.
Let's see what they do next week to add to it.
Right.
This was a very fun and exciting way to start the show. The first hour was nothing but extraordinary and really good booking. No way Bailey goes to Mania as champ. Yeah, I don't think so either, Dark Tree. Backstage segment with Danhausen and the original El Grande Americano, who tells Danhausen to leave. Well, you don't do that to Danhausen because guess what? There's a new redeem on the channel, by the way, guys. I don't know if you noticed or not. You're welcome to click the button. You are cursed. So basically, once El Grande starts walking down the hall toward the ring, you can see what are their names? The Americano twins. I know it's Pete Dunne and
Rio and Bravo.
Rio and Bravo sneak up. You can see them sneaking up behind the original. So, yeah, there it is. Thank you, Dark Tree. So I don't know. Danhausen is more over than anybody else right now. I have to say this out loud, which is crazy because a couple of weeks ago we were talking about how shit his debut was, but right now, when it comes to talent in the company, the man's not even had a match, and he is more over than half the roster. Your thoughts?
Let me add to that. So during commercial breaks, he actually comes out and lets them know that he is the top selling shirt on WWE right now. And like you
Well,
said,
of course
he's
he
not
is.
even had a match. But
Of
because
course he
he's in
is.
WWE and he had such a following to begin with, they very over after a garbage debut. Agreed.
Yeah.
But he had such a following coming up anyway. When he, I
Yeah.
mean, when you hear wrestlers talk about the pinnacle of wrestling and being WWE, they're not lying to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, and I use Danhausen because he's in WWE now. He's got the top sales in shirts. I about guarantee you he never had that in AEW.
No, not at all. And
And
it's all
I'm
about
not
how
even
they've
trying to
booked
say
him.
that to like make it sound bad. But WWE is the pinnacle of wrestling. You get there, that
Well,
is the
it's like,
top S tier company. That's where you want to go.
yeah, my analogy is it's like NCAA versus NFL.
That's
So,
fair.
you know,
That's fair.
it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, you got your collegiate and then you got your professional.
Yep.
And not that they're not all professionals, because they are, but it's AEW is, I don't want to say second, but they are. I don't want to say lesser, but they are. AEW is more niche, I think is probably the way to say it.
That's fair.
Um, anyway, let me carry on here. Match number 7, which AEW is second class at best. Well,
yes.
I was
And
trying to be nice.
that's not trying to knock AEW. It's just it's hard to touch WWE. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It is damn near impossible to touch WWE
Yes,
when
it
it
is.
comes to star power.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying, guys.
Next up was the Intercontinental match. It was Penta, our champion, taking on El Grande Americano, but it was supposed to be the real one. Instead, we got the fake one, and this is where the curse comes into play. So, you know, hey, guess what? Little role change there. Penta cuts a promo before the match starts, and El Grande Americano, Kaiser, comes out to the ring instead of Gable. This match, however, was high flying, fast paced, and overall a very solid showing between these two men. Penta picks up the victory after a springboard Mexican destroyer to get the 1-2-3. Penta is on fire right now.
Agreed.
He is literally, I don't want to say, like, he's also so over, but he's not as over as Danhausen, you know?
Right.
Zero Miedo is trending. Like it is up there right now. So, you know, what did you think of Penta tonight? Well,
That
Monday
springboard Mexican destroyer. Like honestly and truthfully, I think the only reason he has to do the springboard on Kaiser is because Kaiser's so tall. Like he can hit the Mexican
That makes
destroyer on
sense.
anybody, but like for Kaiser, he has to get that extra jump. It is crazy. It is insane. It is
It
an
looks
insane
absolutely
move.
wild.
But like, oh, it's done so beautifully, and like, I don't know if you like really watch like I do, but I watch when that move gets done, and his head is so fucking secure.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing.
Yeah, he's
that
good
move
at
looks
it.
like the move looks as good as it does, and the head is nowhere near like a worrisome factor.
He's very good at it. Dark Tree is right. That movie is crazy. If you've not seen it, I suggest you go look up what a Mexican destroyer is. It is worth its weight just being looked up on YouTube. I promise you won't be disappointed. Stephanie Vaquer vignette talking about Liv Morgan. Half of this was in Spanish, half of it was in English, Chilean, which is fine. Stephanie is probably losing the title at Mania.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Liv Morgan is the more established name, and the face has had it for a while, so it's time for the heel to do it so we can get a face return, because that's what they do. Liv wins, yeah.
Yeah.
In the back, Judgment Day is talking about Stephanie when Dom barges in and asks, "Where's Finn Balor?" Nobody knows. JD says he will go find him, and Dom says he's going to the ring. He's got to get something off his chest. We go to commercial. We come back. Dom is out in the ring, demands a rematch, and blames Finn for him losing the title. Finn then comes out with JD and tells Dom he is sorry, but says his dad may be right and he is just a spoiled prick. Dom pushes Finn. Finn stands there. He flexes his jacket a couple of times, and then he hits a Pele kick. Dom goes to attack again after Finn hits Sling Blade, sets up for the corner drop kick, only to get clotheslined by JD. The entirety of Judgment Day then start attacking Finn, and Dom smashes Finn with the bell hammer.
That's
Then he
supposed to
hits a
say Dom.
619 with, well, then Dom hits a 619 on Finn with the hammer in his shoe, and 2 frog splashes, one with a chair on Finn. Judgment Day leave him laying in the middle of the ring. So here we are. Finn Balor, after 3 years, is finally a separate person than this entity of the Judgment Day that is a soul-sucking mid-card abyss.
I don't care. I thought
I think
that
this
was
would be good
beautifully
for
wrote.
Finn.
That was beautifully
It
done.
was. I think it'll be really good for Finn to get this. Will help him get back in the main event picture. Maybe.
Yes.
Here comes the demon return.
Yes.
That's not a bad shout.
But I think
That's
what
not
we're
a
going to
bad
see,
shout.
we'll see Dom and JD go at it first, and it'll be best friends going at it. That's
You
going
think
to be,
so?
dude. That's going to be a solid ass match. Like if you want to see a match come up, that's going to be it. Also, I really believe that this is Dom's time to actually shine. Like he told Finn, I learned the best from you, so apply that and actually become like a hellish heel. Demon versus Dom at Mania mid card. I can see that.
I think that's closer than JD right now. But both are possibilities. We get a backstage interview with Bayley about her Intercontinental title match next week. She says if she wins, Lyra will be her first challenger. So let me just play this out for you. Bayley beats AJ. We get Lyra and Bayley at Mania. That's the story they're telling. If AJ retains, maybe we get a triple threat instead. Because Triple H is obsessed with triple threats.
Well, like they had one last year for the women's championship, so that usually a woman's title goes. But then again, we could also have a triple threat. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we're not there yet, but I agree that's a possibility too. Match number 8 was a singles match and the last match of the night, but we're not done with Raw yet. It was Obafemi taking on Rusev. This was your normal powerhouse match with 2 big men. Rusev got some offense, but not enough to take down the ruler. Femi hits the fall of man on Rusev and picks up the victory. They built this match for 3 weeks for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they just
That's
made
my
Rusev
only
look like a
thing.
damn ant.
Right.
Anything.
They could have done this on the first night and been done with it and moved on, but they were stalling for time.
Yes.
I still think we're going to get Oba. Filler match start tree, 100%. I still think we're going to get Oba taking on Brock Lesnar. Hopefully. I know that's not what the dirt sheets say, but that's what I'm saying. That's what the people want. So, I know what you thought of this match. You told me already it was way too quick.
Oh yeah.
CM Punk makes his way to the ring, talks his normal shit, says that he levels up competition that are against him and that he will make Roman respect him. This brings out the Usos, who want CM Punk to apologize. He says he has nothing but respect for the Samoan dynasty, but hates Roman Reigns. He says he's sorry that Roman made them think this was right, and he's sorry that Roman's not there, and he has to send his young boys. Punk then slams the mic into Jay's chest, and Jay pushes him. Punk punches Jay, which makes Jimmy punch Punk to the ground. Jimmy and Jay leave as Punk is collecting his thoughts as we go off the air. The thing you left out here is when Punk hits the ground, you can audibly hear him say, "I deserved that."
He did. He did. It was good too.
So I really think that you're right. We're, as far as the Usos are concerned, we're building to that tag match with Vision, but they have to be involved in the bloodline drama too.
Yep.
Because if they're not, it wouldn't be bloodline drama.
Well, like Dark Tree just said, this is the start of the OG bloodline heel turn, and it's exactly right. We're about to see the OG bloodline come back out, and I mean, it makes sense because Reigns is going for the Raw title.
Sure.
And the Usos are Raw tag title, Raw tag champions. So, I mean, honestly and truthfully, whew, this could be good.
Let me ask you, and I know what you put here in the notes, but I want to hear it. What did you think overall of the show?
Solid Raw. Like, this was good storytelling. The Gauntlet was very entertaining to watch. Judgment Day turn on Finn is long overdue, but thankful that it actually did finally happen. I wasn't pleased with the Oba and Rusev match. I felt as though, like you did, they ran this for 3 weeks just to have a 3-minute match. I feel as though they got screwed on that. Just being honest.
Yeah.
Overall, though, I gave this show a 4 this week.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I'm notorious. I'm notorious for rating lower than you.
Fair.
I'm sure everybody's figured that out by now. I personally, I gave it a 3.5, but I gave it a 3.5 because I thought that the beginning segment and the closing segment were fun to watch.
True.
Some of the matches here, like the Gauntlet match, was okay. It had a couple of rough spots, but it was okay.
Yeah.
The Oba and Rusev match was garbage, just pure garbage. But the Penta match was fire.
Penta match was fire.
Absolute fire. So that's where my numbers come from. That's kind of just how I felt about it.
Well, Dark Tree actually went lower than you and said 3.
I know. I seen that. I seen that. And thank you for that. Let me ask too. I see what you say about Sammy there. Please remember, Sammy is on the other brand. He would have to switch back to Raw. He just switched to SmackDown 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know that they would do Sammy, but I could see and not Solo either, but I could see the Usos and Roman doing their thing again. Let's talk about SmackDown. Let's talk about how this opened.
Let's go. SmackDown comes to us from Phoenix, Arizona. Show opens up with a recap of the Drew Cody WWE title match from last Friday night, which if you didn't get a chance to watch that, go back and watch that because that was actually pretty solid.
Right.
Drew opens the show by saying the title was stolen from him. He wants Aldis to make it right. Aldis comes out and says there's nothing to make right. Aldis tells him it's the consequences of his own actions. Drew says it's bullshit and Aldis is going to make it right or else. Jacob Fatu's music hits. He comes out and says, you wouldn't even be champion if it wasn't for me. I took your title and fixed my mistake, he says. It's about Drew and Jacob. Built for a grudge match at Mania. Unfortunately, we get a no on that. I think it's kayfabe, but Drew says, I quit and leaves. What did you think about him leaving?
Honestly, I knew he wasn't really leaving. I knew... I don't want to spoil too much, but I knew that we'd see him again before the end of the night. So it wasn't that big of a shock for me.
It's not the first time he's done this either, guys. Like, a while back he done the same thing and basically done the same exact thing he done tonight. But we'll get into that later. We get a video of everyone walking in. Women's tag title match. Miz TV with Jelly Roll. Solo segment. He gives the lantern to Tama Tonga. Shinsuke appears and tells Tama to be his own man. Solo comes back and tells Shinsuke to stay away from his family. That was a pointless segment, I thought. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I know that Shinsuke is going to be the wedge between Tama and Solo, but I feel as though it's just kind of stupid. Jacob has a segment with Trick Williams. They have a match later tonight. That leads us into the opening. Solo Sikoa and Tala Tonga
Yes.
taking on the Wyatt Six of Uncle Howdy and Eric Rowan. The tag champs spin the open of this match on top. What?
To respond to Aspie in chat, the answer is yes. Drew McIntyre does, in fact, need his diaper changed.
Yes. He needs to be pampered or he's not happy. Like that's his whole freaking shtick.
Tablet.
Anyway, tag champs spin the open of this match on top. So Solo went for Sister Abigail and the momentum shifted. Both sides have the active members of the stable show up. Nikki Cross gets the lantern and Uncle Howdy immediately rises up to deliver Sister Abigail. Tama Tonga then takes Uncle Howdy out during the celebration to resecure the lantern. What would you think about this opening match, man?
Honestly, it was good. I like how right at the last moment, the Uncle Howdy got up when Nikki Cross had the lantern. It was like a transfer of power. It felt so good.
Undertaker-esque, yeah.
They couldn't have, yeah, kind of. It really turned out quite well, if I do say so myself. And my bad for not calling it out. We have ran into ads, so let's wait just a minute here and let's discuss for just a second.
Well, I think
they're using. Go tuck your wife in.
Yep,
I think they're using the MFTs wrong here. They don't really have another faction that can be put together with like the Wyatts and the MFTs are the biggest factions on SmackDown. I don't think they have another one that's big enough that can actually hold their own ground. So there is kind of a fine line there. And I know I say that all the time. I'm talking about fine lines everywhere, right? But it felt off. And this whole feud feels off until we get a big 4v4 or 5v5 or something like that. It will, yeah, I mean, there's a lot. While we are in ads, I have a big leak for you all tonight. The review may change the main. Okay, shoot, man. You're welcome to shoot. Throw it out in the chat because we like leaks here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to answer you with a leaks. There you go. Yeah, please, if you have information, if you want to share it, please do. We are about that life. The other thing was that the opening, because I didn't really get to say much about it. The opening of this entire show, it was good, but Drew McIntyre has to pick a camp, and Cody should have been the one to go heel. I'm going to say that out loud. But we got what we got, and we're gonna figure that out. And I want to make sure that we talk about it. And guys, don't tell Buddha, but I'm about to throw him some ditties. That's just really what it is. I really think that there's more that we can do. You know, Buddha.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You want to? We didn't do nothing. We sat here and just waited. So you want to
carry on? Ads?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So Damian Priest and R-Truth segment. Los Garza shows up and talks shit, so we get a tag match with all four later. Then we get a Julia segment where Tiffy Tom is coming after the U.S. Women's Championship. I didn't know that, but I'm not like opposed to that either.
I don't think she can get to Mania any other way.
Tiff's going to fight Kiana James later. Leads us to match 2, which was a singles match between Jade Cargill and Meechin. Meechin comes out swinging, no entrance or bell, but that doesn't last long, and Meechin makes Jade look good while she can. Jade always looks awful, one-sided. Meechin has one fury of offense, but Cargill First licks Mishin's face and then hits Jaded for the win.
The lick was interesting.
The lick was
I have
unneeded.
to say, yeah, very much so. It was just, it's just weird. Weird. We don't need that. Crushing, thank you for lurking. Appreciate that. Yeah, man.
Oh, Dark Tree.
What
I'm
did you
excited.
think, though? Yeah, for leaks, well, there it is.
The Mox. Are we talking John Moxley?
Oh, no way. No way. That would be fantastic.
He's still the
That would be fantastic.
He's still the Continental Champion of AEW, is he not?
By Mania, though?
That's what, 4 weeks away?
Yeah. There's plenty of time for him to drop it. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
All right. We go to an interview and Jade is talking about everyone believing in their own hype, but I should be scared of Rhea. Haha. I'm gonna beat your ass come Mania. I'm gonna show you why I'm on top. Then Rhea's music hits. She gets in the ring and Jade slides out like the snake she is. Rhea grabs the mic and says, "Oh, now you want to run? You're not B or a butt after Mania. You're going to be my bitch," Rhea says.
Let me re-say that for you.
That was hard
You're
to
not
read.
B. You're not A. But after Mania, you're going to be my bitch.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's where it was at.
He was backstage tonight. That's cool. Cody walks up to Aldis, asks about Drew. Then we get a Sami Zayn segment with Cody. Says, "Congrats, you're Sami Zayn. You want a title shot?" Sami gets offended when he actually says that. He then talks of Orton. Says, "We are friends." Cody says, "I look up to you," and then he smacks the title in Sami's face. Aleister Black shows up and basically laughs at Sami Zayn. Zayn tells him to get the hell away from him and stay there.
Sami Zayn heel turn inbound for sure.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm just waiting for him to turn, and it might be at Mania. It might 1000% be at Mania.
Could be a good way for Orton to win the title for sure. Michin's icing her shoulder in the back and struggling to thank Rhea. It was really a stupid segment. Match 3 is for the women's tag team championships. It's the Irresistible Forces. That's Nia Jax and Lash Legend.
Hate that name.
Ditto. Taking on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. You know, I'm surprised they never gave these two a
did.
Stable name. What?
Best friends.
Oh, fuck that. That was stupid.
Garbage match. Okay.
Nikki
You're right. There was a lot in it.
Before the champs announced they are number one contenders to whoever wins, and they're going to watch ringside. This match had a lot of good spots and several bad spots. Charlotte was a little slow. There was a spot where Charlotte went for a boot and hit Nikki Bella. Breathing causes the DQ. The champs then demolish everyone. Triple threat maybe for Mania. What do you think?
I mean, it's a thought. I know we're going to get another match next week where the Irresistible Forces are going to be defending their titles against the Bella Twins. I bet the Bella Twins pick that match up and we get the triple threat for Mania. I'd about guarantee it. But you never know. It depends on how long the Bellas are going to be around.
That's true.
That's the other thing.
Dark Tree says the washed up Bellas just need to go back into retirement. They are unneeded. And you're not wrong. They are unneeded. However, I see this going just a little bit different than you do.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Sorry, audio.
Okay. So, what was I going to say there? I see this going a little different than you in the fact that I see Charlotte and Alexa coming out next week and causing the DQ, and that setting up the Mania match for a triple threat. Then maybe the Bellas win there.
Maybe.
It's a better way to do it to where neither of the strong teams look weak.
Yeah, that's fair. I do feel like that there's something that can be done there. I've been hollering for a triple threat tag match for a while now, or a multi-team kind of ladder match even that I'm shooting for. Like kind of like that 17 feel.
Yeah.
You know? Whether we get it or not is another story, but this would be a perfect opportunity to stick that in, you know, pardon the
Giggity.
pun. But carry on. That's all I've got on that.
R-Truth and Jelly were backstage talking when Jelly sees Randy. He congratulates Randy, and Jelly's told that because he's going on Miz TV that if Miz gets out of line to whoop Miz's ass.
Yeah.
We get a
Yeah.
short segment backstage with Charlotte and Bliss and Nikki and Brie. Hence why I said what I did. Then we get match 4, which is Los Garza versus Priest and Truth. Los Garza swings out the gate, really showing they can move here. To be honest, all 4 of these men look good. Los Garza has a wonderful arsenal, and they use it here. Most of the match was Priest or Truth on their attack or on their backs. In the end, Priest and Truth win via stereo finishers. What's your thoughts on this new tag team of Priest and Truth?
I don't like it. I think that it's a gimmick. I think they're gonna end up with the tag titles for SmackDown because nothing's happening with the once on fire SmackDown tag division.
True.
I think that it's a stunt to give R-Truth another title belt before they actually do retire his ass. And I hate to word it that way because R-Truth is Ron Killings is up there. He's a legend in his own right.
Indeed.
But he's up there. He's a legend in his own right. So, you know, it just, I feel like this is a send off, if you will. And we'll see. We'll see.
All right. So in the back, we get next week, we find out that we're going to get Fraxium versus the Motor City Machine Guns. That's actually probably going to be a good match. That's going to be very fast paced. Dark Tree says, I think it's interesting to be honest. Ron and Priest are killing it right now. I mean, they do make a good face team, but I feel as though Hat's right, and this is just a send off for Truth.
Well, I hate that.
Yeah, me too.
Really do.
Let's get into this next segment. Danhausen, Miz segment. Miz gets cursed again. Leads into Miz TV, where Miz's mic cuts out instantly. Jelly says he wanted to be a part of the road to WrestleMania. Miz goes for the mentor spot and gets told no. Miz pops off about Jelly's weight. Jelly might be getting a match at Mania. I said that too. Kit Wilson interrupts. It's dumb as fuck, really. Jelly Roll tries to get folks to laugh. Jelly Roll's 250 pound weight loss journey is on full display here, and you really can see it. Jelly ends up punching the Miz out, which is hilarious.
Which is good.
So who do you think they're going with there? Do you think they're going Jelly and Miz, or do you think they're going Jelly and Kit?
No, it'll be Miz. It'll be Miz. Although Kit Wilson's gonna call Jelly out next week, supposedly. So I do think it'll be Miz because Miz is the one that's gonna. Well, if it's, I don't know. I'm torn. They could do Kit Wilson. There's nothing to gain there. I think Miz would be more willing to roll over for Jelly Roll, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he'd be willing to take that.
Not that they're willing. Not that they're going to hurt Kit Wilson by making him take a loss either. I don't know. It's kind of. I'm kind of torn. I'm torn on it.
Yeah, it's a little hard to like touch on, really. In the back, we get Ilya and Apollo laughing at Miz. Carmelo comes in. They talk for a minute, and this story with Ilya is like getting too deep, I think.
Agreed. Way too deep. We
get Tiffany Stratton addresses the camera, talking to Jillian and Chelsea. Green interrupts and gets shoved away for her trouble. Then Tiffany just keeps on smack talking. Danhausen is all over the Miz. Can't wait to see where this story goes.
There's another segment
actually, that kind of answers it for me right there. Danhausen will get his WrestleMania moment against the Miz, and Kit Wilson is calling out Jelly Roll, so I think that'll be the match for Mania.
Maybe that's a good point. I don't know though. Danhausen, again, the man is so over. Like, he's not done anything yet. All he's done is go, "You are cursed," 4 times.
You gotta do it right.
4 times.
Go, "You are cursed."
Right, hold on. I can do it better. You ready? As soon as I find it. Go ahead. Don't wait for me. Don't wait for me.
Match 5 is Tiffy Stratton versus Kiana James. This match was just stupid. So many different missed spots, but Tiffany hits the PME for the win. Thank God. Then they Cut to next week where they say the Bellas against the Irresistible Force for the tag titles. Like Hat said earlier, Kit Wilson's gonna call out Jelly Roll. We also got the
Mm-hmm.
Motor City Machine Guns against Fraxium.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even it for the night. And we'll get to that, but that's not even it for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Trick gets stopped in the hall for an interview spot where Sami Zayn rolls up on him. Sami is angry and taking it out on Trick. Sami says it's I'm easy to find, bitch, basically.
Yes, sir.
You are cursed.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, I gotta say here, I think Sammy's got to do something with his character. If he doesn't do it now, he needs to do it at Mania, interfering in the main event. Like he just has to.
I think we might
That's
get
the
Trick
only
Sami at
place.
Mania.
Maybe that would be a good shout. But this is really the only place where he could cement a heel turn and it be super effective.
Agreed.
So I really want to see somebody turn heel. I wanted Cody. Randy,
Shut
I
up.
don't
We ain't
buy
there yet.
Randy's.
We ain't there yet.
Yeah.
What's
Hi, Big
Big
Sweets.
Sweets?
Welcome in, buddy.
Let's get into
Good to
this
see
final
you,
match
Daniel.
of the night, the main event of the evening. Jacob Fatu takes on Trick Williams. Trick Williams starts out strong until he tries to put Jacob's head into the turnbuckle. Doesn't know how to respond to Jacob beating his own head. Trick was doing his best to keep up with Jacob. He struggled to do it. Trick kept trying to, but Jacob is too much for him. McIntyre shows up to fuck Jacob up from behind with the ref's back turned. Trick hits the trick shot for the win. Yeah, we are definitely getting Drew versus Jacob for Mania. Well, not really. Drew then hovers over Jacob, sets up for the Claymore, and bam, knocks him out with it.
I don't know. I still think we get Drew Jacob.
I do too.
I still think we get Drew Jacob.
I think next week's like a DQ finish, and they set something big up for Mania. That's what I think on that. So let's get into this final segment of the night because this is this was the savior of SmackDown right here.
Yeah.
Aldis opens up and says Drew versus Jacob next week because Drew decided he was going to come back, so he gets Jacob next week. Again, like we were just talking, I think it's a DQ finish, sets up something bigger for Mania. I don't think we get Drew Nick for Mania. I don't think Nick's going to put his boots back on for Drew McIntyre. I'm sorry, I just don't see that.
That would be good, but
it would be good. I'm not going to sit there and take anything away from that. That would be great, but I just do not see that being what they go with. Orton comes out first. Go ahead.
I would like to see it, but again, I'm with you. I don't think Nick Nemeth is in a place like. I'm sorry.
Aldis?
What's his name? Fuck. Yeah, thank you. Why did I say Dolph Ziggler? Jesus Christ!
I don't know.
I'm sleepy today.
You thinking some Ziggler today? You want to see a Ziggler?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know where that come from. Just look over me. It's been a rough day. Okay.
Well, let's get through this final segment. Orton's out first, followed by Cody. No shenanigans up to the point. Cody talks Randy up for the beginning of the segment. Randy says, I don't think you understand, Cody. I need 15. Cody basically says, bring it, man. Give it your best. Randy Sanz then attacks Cody, rips him apart, stares desk. Orton pushes Aldis. Cody is wearing a crimson mask. For you guys that don't know, he's busted open and pretty damn good. Randy doesn't stop. He tears into Cody. Orton flipped a switch and decided he needs 15. Randy pushes Jelly down. It looks like he realizes what he just did. The voices take over. Randy comes back, smashes Cody's head with the chair. This was honestly brutal. Like this was nice to see. Like Hat and I were talking right after the show ended. Somebody had to be the heel in that match.
Yeah, I agree.
Orton has played the heel, and they're still protecting Cody. Yeah, ECW tunes for sure. For sure.
100%. Let me just say that Orton does a heel well, but this was the moment to pull the trigger on heel Cody. And you know I'm an advocate for this. I've been talking about it for a long time. Cody can't remain the babyface forever. I really think that this was their opportune moment and they squandered it. But Randy's a good heel too. So seeing the work that they can do, like I'm excited about it because Randy and Cody is going to be one hell of a match. It's going to be epic, especially now that we can build a hate-fueled storyline.
Who says we don't get a heel Cody at Mania? Darktree, you may not be wrong, man. It could still happen.
True.
I don't think it would
What do
really
you give?
do so well, but
What are you giving the show on the night?
this one I'm gonna have to say a 3.
Okay.
It was mid at best.
Yeah, that's a fair number. I was going to say lower than that, but I'll meet you there. I'll meet you at 3. It's they've done better work.
Oh my
This is
God,
supposed to be
2.5
the business
Darktree
season.
says.
Yeah. Well, Darktree, it's okay that you rate lower than we do. That's fine.
Oh yeah,
That's fine.
it
Yeah,
was a
it
bad
really
episode.
was.
It was.
It really was. Lightning Hawk, I started to fall asleep. Okay, if you want the God's honest truth, I started to fall asleep in the middle of the show. They've done better. I again, go watch it. This is just a recap. This is just our opinions. Everybody has opinions. You're welcome to correct us. Go back and watch the thing. If you liked it, that's awesome. Personally, I couldn't get behind it. I was like until the end segment, which was the best part of the show.
Yes.
So I 3 for me. 3 for me. And Darktree, I respect your 2.5. 20 minutes does not make up for the 2 hour and 40 minutes of snooze fest. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Do you want to do the open up the stage segment?
Yeah,
Or do you want to add before we do that?
Honestly, I was really Raw was so solid on Monday, and I was really hoping that SmackDown would follow in the footsteps, but they did not. They went completely like down. So I was very sorry to see that. I think they've got a lot of emphasis on Jelly Roll right now. And I guess that's probably like Darktree likes to say, ticket sales. Doesn't matter who he goes with, whether he goes with the Miz or whether he goes with Kit Wilson. They're going to pay money to come see him wrestle, especially when he's going to get a full match.
Folks are going to be behind that 100%, and I can see why. Danhausen is again, he's over as fuck. Yep. He's over as fuck. Oh, and you know, guys, if you'd like to join in on the conversation, maybe share your thoughts with the live audience. You can do that by clicking on the link I just put into the chat. It is !stage. If you don't see the command, I'm going to go ahead and pin it there for you, though. You can. You're more than welcome to come up and share your thoughts on tonight's show or Monday's show, for that matter. Darktree, I can see you on the stage, my friend. Give me just a second. How are you doing? Welcome in. What were your thoughts over the week? Let me unmute the Discord. Hold on. I can't hear you. Sorry. Go ahead. You there?
Darktree, you there, buddy?
I still don't hear him.
Don't hear him yet.
Checking to make sure. Darktree, you're not muted, buddy. I got nothing. Give him a second. Give him a second while he's going through it. I don't know. I just I'm not sure what the issue is there. I should be able to hear you.
It doesn't show him speaking. Like I'm looking at that.
My mic says I'm hot and broadcasting. We got nothing.
Yeah,
we got nothing.
You talking whatsoever, brother. I'm sorry.
Go back out and come back.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good, man.
And invite. Let's try this again. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Check 1. Check 1.
There we go.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay. So
all right.
let me ask the question again. What is it that how did you feel about this week? What was your highs and your lows?
This week overall, I think, was much lower than last week on an overall
Mm-hmm.
picture with both products. The
Mm-hmm.
end segments on both shows livened it up, but with SmackDown, it was definitely a snooze fest all show. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I gave it such a low rating. Yes, Raw had a high at the beginning, a high in the middle, and a high at the end, but
Yes,
it needs to be more consistent highs through both shows. The
that's fair.
writing needs to pick up. And as far as SmackDown goes, you guys are not going to like what I have to say about the whole Randy Turn thing.
Oh, go ahead.
I I honestly think they did it because of ticket sales. Mania's ticket sales are in the toilet, and they needed to do something to bring the ticket sales up. And having
No,
Randy Orton turn heel like this is going to put people's asses in the seats.
Agreed.
that's
I
fair.
would I would
No, I
guarantee
agree
you
with
that
that.
we get at least a 7% boost in sales in the next week if you follow the numbers.
Okay. So speaking
You're,
of sales,
you're
and we were
probably
just
right.
talking about this earlier, who do you think Jelly Roll's taking on at Mania? Kit Wilson or The Miz?
I think it's going to be the Miz because he knocked him out, and Kit Wilson's going to be in the corner.
Okay, so
You
let me
think maybe
ask
we
you,
get
why do you
Danhausen in the
think
corner too?
we could, but why do you think that Kit Wilson is calling Jelly Roll out next week?
I think what we're going to see is Kit Wilson's going to come out and start talking smack on Jelly,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Miz is going to come out and say, "Get the hell out of my way! This is my fight."
Yeah,
We
or
we
this
could
is
see
my
that.
ring.
We could see that.
I can. Yeah, that's a very astute prediction.
Or
I
Step out,
just
kid.
throwing
This is
this
my
out there.
ring.
Just throwing this out there. Or we could have Kit Wilson versus The Miz, and the winner takes on Jelly Roll at Mania.
That's a possibility.
Mm.
why not?
With as
When we're
crappy
fantasy
as the
booking,
you
go
know,
ahead.
with the way the crappy writing has been as of late, I could see something like that happening.
First off, that was a good shout out, and secondly, um, you're 1,000% right. This could honestly go any different set of ways. What's your highlight for the week? Like your best thing overall for the week?
Well, the OG Bloodline heel turn, seeing the
Okay.
beginnings of it.
Okay. You see, for me, it's different. For me, it's actually this Randy and Cody bit. I'm about that. I like vintage Orton. I like heel Orton. I would love heel Cody, but heel Orton will suffice for me. So I I have to take that on the chin, just like other things that and just keep on going with the day, man. That's just how it works, you
Amen,
know.
brother.
So
Amen.
Well, the only reason
we
I don't like the Randy turn is I honestly see it as a move of desperation from WWE.
it could be, and you've said that. Um, I guess my other question to you is let's talk Raw for a minute. Let's talk about CM Punk taking on Roman Reigns. Who do you see coming away with the world championship?
Oh, it's going to be Roman. It,
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
it will cement the OG heel turn. It will cement it. And I
I
don't
like
think
that.
I'm going to say this right now on the record. I do not
Mhm.
think The Rock is going to be anywhere near involved in this.
No, he doesn't need to
Not
be.
this year. Not this year.
You're absolutely right. But like, there's no point for him to be.
But I honestly believe that when CM Punk said that he was going to bury him beside his father, that went too far.
It did go too far.
I agree.
Because not only did you affect Roman Reigns, you affected the whole damn family.
Yep.
What the hell? We could actually see Rikishi at Mania.
I mean,
You know,
You could end up seeing the whole family by the ring for Mania.
you really could. They'd fly them all out there in a heartbeat.
oh fuck
I
yeah. Or have them all come out
whether
for
we
Roman's entrance.
whether we actually, yeah, that would be the thing.
That
That
would
would
be
be
cool
the
as
BC
fuck.
thing
lives
right
in
there.
Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah. There's more to it, guys. There's more to it. Let me just say, guys, if anybody and Dark Tree, I'm not shutting you down here. If
No,
anybody
I
else
know.
wants to come up as well, you are more than welcome to. We do have the stage open for the final 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever we do toward the end of the show. That way we can kind of get opinions and get a temperature gauge out of the audience. Dark Tree is one. I definitely wouldn't mind having other opinions as well. So just please be advised that in future, if you don't decide not to now, in future, you guys are more than welcome to anytime. We try to host that every single week after every single show. Just a few minutes of trying to gauge the
Interaction.
room. Yeah, yeah.
So
So
speaking of
yeah,
that, Dark Tree, you know, when you come up on the stage, we ask you this question: do you have any questions for Hatterai?
yeah, that's fair.
No, not really. Not this week. I honestly, I didn't have a lot of time with the product this week because of in real life things happening. We had a break in here at the building tonight, and so that's why I didn't get to really tune into Raw. I mean SmackDown. My thing was I had Raw on point this week. A lot of what you guys said were in my notes were pretty much the same thing.
Right on. We try to. I do Raw's notes. I try my best to make sure they're done as accurately as possible.
You know what? I do have one question for you two.
Sure.
If
Shoot.
this Mox thing is right, if this is true, how do you think he affects Mania? Whose match does he affect? Does he affect
Um,
Roman's match or does he affect Seth's match?
honestly, and this might curveball you a little bit. Um, I don't think he affects either one of their matches. I think he puts himself in the Randy and Cody scene. So you know
Ooh,
why?
ooh,
You know
ooh.
why? Because Rollins does not yet have a match at Mania for one. Okay, which if he does, it'll be Braun Breaker or Brock Lesnar. Um, two, two here is going to be Roman and Punk need to close out this storyline. I have not. You were the first person to say to me, and I just got some wonderful news. By the way, I'm a little flabbergasted at the moment. I'll share that here in a minute.
You
But
got your email, didn't you?
no comment at this time.
Yep, he got it. Congrats, brother.
Yes, sir.
Um,
For God's
um,
sakes, man, just be happy.
I just give me a minute. I wasn't prepared for that kind of question. That's not what this content's about. Damn it! This is the other content. This is the Rev X review. Not okay. Let me reel it in. I I'm sorry again. I'm flabbergasted because that literally just came through. Okay, so
It's
right.
in 2 minutes.
um, I honestly just have to say you're the only person that I've heard anything about John Moxley from right now. So I I hope you're right because I would love to see John Moxley, not Dean Ambrose. Let me be very clear on that. Not Dean Ambrose. Not Dean Ambrose. I can't say this enough. You got to say it to Triple H 3 times. Not Dean Ambrose. That's 4. Figure it out. I would be happy to see John Moxley make his return to WWE as a main eventer.
Oh, yeah.
So this is absolutely mind-boggling to me. I want to see it, but I caught something tonight too, and it made me think about that. And I can't remember what it was. It was just a phrase. It was just a phrase, and it spoke Moxley to me. And I don't even remember which segment it was in, but it was tonight on SmackDown. So, do I don't discount it? No. Do I? Do I? I again, I'm at a loss for words right this minute. Buddha. Buddha, you might want to just take over
Good
for a
night,
second because
Vinny.
I'm struggling. Have a good night, Vinny.
Well, remember what I said. My source told me that he could not confirm it, but I was not to call it a lie either.
Right.
So
Right.
take that for what it's worth.
Fair
And I
enough.
mean, honestly,
enough.
that's all we can do. So it's a big thing. Like, and I hope you're right, Hat. And they do bring him back as John Moxley, but hey,
What's up, V-Neck?
Jason, brother. You didn't have to do that, Jason. You didn't have to do that, Jason.
Right on, right on.
And no, that wasn't me. I haven't touched my keyboard.
No, that was Jason. It was Jason V-Neck.
No. I'm talking about I didn't go and say anything.
Yeah. Fair enough. You go take your sheet. Take your sheet.
Go take it, buddy. Appreciate
I hope
you
everything
in.
comes out okay. Thank
Push
you,
hard.
Jason, for the 5 subs. That's awesome. No, really though. I guess I can. Buddha, do you mind?
No,
do you
go
care?
right ahead.
All right. So yeah, it appears that my email did not come through my email address. It bounced back. So I was supposed to receive one. There it is. There's the announcement. We will talk about it more tomorrow when I'm actually doing Star Trek content. Yeah, guys, if you just got a sub from Jason, please, Babe Root, thank you for thanking Jason. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's a lot we have to I have to figure out still. So, booyah. Let's close this out because I've got to get some stuff together.
All right. Guys, we want to thank everybody for coming on to watch the stream tonight. As always, Dark Tree, as always, thanks for being in with us, man.
No problem, guys.
Chatting some wrestling. Guys, we'll be live again next Friday night, same time, 11:15, 11:20 Eastern Standard Time, with some more WWE wrestling for Raw, SmackDown, and any wrestling news that goes on during the week. Until then, I'm Buddha. That's Hat. We are Revolution X, and we will catch you on the flip side later. Peace out.
Stay frosty, y'all. Be good. What?
About damn time you did it.
God. You don't know how mad I've been.
Oh, I've seen it on you. I've seen the frustration in you.